Come on. Go. Yes. Go. Ooh.
They used to do 5-6 rounds. Why you gonna do 5-6 if you knock him before? If it was the fight was over. The fight was over. Then what you do is just extras. Michael home today.
Come and get me, Mike. Come on. There we go. That's it right there. Perfect. That's one. Good one. Nice. So, come and get me, Mike. Let's go. There we go. That's round yes. That's round yes. Let's go. Come on, Mike. There we go. Using those legs now.
As the big fight of the year approaches, Mike Tyson is finishing up his last day of training with intense focus and determination. He's getting ready for his showdown with Jake Paul. The energy in Tyson's camp has been incredible, with his team sticking to a tough training schedule that mixes the power, speed, and technique that made Tyson the baddest man on the planet.
Very to the body.
All right, coach. Mike, go on. We need 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
At 58 years old, Tyson's training mixes classic boxing drills with modern conditioning methods to keep his endurance, power, and explosiveness sharp. His routine includes tough strength and conditioning exercises, plenty of sparring, and quick-fire pad work to stay fast on his feet. Trainers say Tyson's intensity is at an all-time high, and his focus in these final days shows just how committed he is to this fight.
He wants to be there. He wants to one more time to tell people he's a fighter, but he likes to treat people. It is what he fights for. He fights for all those people that he can see in the street. The people come to him and say, "You are the people's champ." So this is really motivating him to be in the gym from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every Sunday.
Physically, Tyson has focused on high-intensity interval training and mobility exercises to get in top shape. His stamina has been enhanced through endurance circuits and cardio drills, preparing him for the quick exchanges he'll face in the ring. Even as the oldest fighter, Tyson is showing incredible adaptability. He's combining the training method from his prime with updated techniques that suit his age.
We expect the biggest fight of the history. Why? Because we talk about Mike Tyson. We talk about Netflix. Live on Netflix, something that never had before. Things like that you just can do with a name like Mike Tyson.
Knowing Jake Paul is nearly 30 years younger, Tyson and his team have been carefully planning their strategy. Tyson's main focus has been refining his signature moves, his powerful body shots and fast head combinations that made him one of the most feared boxers ever. At the same time, his team has been working on defensive drills to counter Paul's reach and youthful agility. Inside the camp, reports say Tyson has been sharpening his counterpunching skills, preparing for Paul's aggressive approach. Tyson's team wants him to take advantage of Jake's tendency to lunge, creating openings that Tyson can capitalize on with his power. Sparring sessions have been focused on improving Tyson's timing and movement, essential for handling Paul's reach advantage. The goal is to bring out a classic Tyson performance, using quick bursts of energy to tire out his younger opponent. This fight is a spectacle that draws in both die-hard boxing fans and casual viewers alike. It's the clash of a legendary heavyweight champion, known for his brutal power, against a rising star who transitioned from internet sensation to fighter. This storyline feels like something straight out of a boxing fantasy. Social media is buzzing with training clips, promotional images, and fan theories, sparking debates about whether Jake Paul's youth and reach can overcome Tyson's experience and raw strength. In a recent interview with Stephen A. Smith, Tyson gave us a glimpse into his mindset and preparations, and he had some bold words for Jake Paul. At 58, Tyson is training with the same fierce drive that made him a powerhouse in his prime, determined to prove he's still a force in the ring. He shared that he's been sparring for 8 rounds several times a week, working relentlessly to keep his sharpness and strength. "I feel in great condition," Tyson told Smith, adding that his age hasn't held him back. He expressed confidence, saying, "I think I'm going to be able to handle the situation," showing he's more than ready to face Paul despite their age difference. Smith pressed Tyson for more details, wondering if Tyson planned to take it easy on the 27-year-old Paul or if he was aiming for a knockout. With a sharp, unwavering look, Tyson responded confidently, "I think I'm going to hurt him." His words quickly spread across sports channels and social media, sparking even more excitement and anticipation for the fight. Tyson's training, guided by Brazilian coach Rafael Cordo, has been focused on building endurance and power, leaving no room for complacency. Tyson revealed his workout routine is similar to what he did during his peak years, with daily sessions that combine sparring, strength training, conditioning, and tactical exercises. "It's all about the basics," Tyson said. "Give it everything you have, 3 times a day." While Tyson is confident, he acknowledges that Paul might use a defensive, evasive strategy, relying on movement to avoid Tyson's powerful punches. In a chat with Mike Tyson from Fox for Dallas-Fort Worth, Tyson expressed his thoughts on this tactic. "I don't see how he's going to fight by running all day," Tyson said dismissively, suggesting he's ready to adjust his approach and corner Paul. Recently, Tyson's camp released a video showing his intense training, with Tyson landing a crushing blow on a sparring partner. The impact was so strong that coach Cordo had to step in and stop the session. This moment reminded fans that Tyson is serious about this fight and determined to prove why he was once considered the most intimidating boxer in the world. As the fight draws near, fans are buzzing with speculation, not only about the outcome, but also about Tyson's future in the ring. Some are hoping for a rematch with his old rival Evander Holyfield or even a showdown with Lennox Lewis. But Tyson's focus remains on November 15th, determined to show he still has the knockout power that made him a boxing legend. When Tyson stepped into the ring in New York, the crowd erupted with deafening cheers, rallying behind their champion. In contrast, Jake Paul's entrance was met with a wave of boos, drowning out his attempt to engage the crowd. Paul tried to calm the audience, telling them to silence themselves, and then took shots at New York, comparing it to Tyson, saying both were once great but had lost their edge over time, before mocking the city's reputation.
Excellent, Mike! Excellent, Mike! You break him. Unpredictable. Exactly, Mike! Beautiful roll, Mike! Excellent! Excellent!
At the press conference, Jake Paul appeared visibly tense after making a bold statement earlier in the evening, vowing to kill Tyson. While he expressed admiration and respect for Tyson, Paul made it clear that their friendship was over. He confidently declared that on November 15th, he would knock Tyson out, claiming victory and proving he was the true champion. Paul described Tyson as old and said he would teach him a lesson, as if he were a son. Tyson, however, affirmed that he was ready for the fight. He shared that he had resumed training after briefly stepping back on his doctor's advice. He confirmed the fight was on and expressed confidence in his preparation. Despite a brief setback due to illness, Tyson reassured fans that he had fully recovered and was in good health. He emphasized that he was fully prepared and planned to let his performance in the ring speak for itself when the fight began.
Hey, New York, shut the fuck up, New York. Hey, boo yourselves. Boo yourselves, New York. Hey, New York, New York, New York, you're just like Mike Tyson. You were good 20 years ago. You, New York. You. Dumbass Democratic City.
A UFC legend recently revealed the hefty paycheck Mike Tyson is set to receive for his showdown with Jake Paul, a fight that was originally set for July 20th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. However, the highly anticipated event was postponed in June. By the end of the month, a new fight date was confirmed for November 15th, with Netflix scheduled to broadcast the event live. Nikisa Bidarian, co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, expressed gratitude for everyone's efforts to reschedule the fight, ensuring both fighters had equal preparation time while keeping the event at AT&T Stadium amidst the Cowboys season. He emphasized that Paul vs. Tyson would be one of the most cross-generational sporting events, with plans to make it a globally unforgettable night for fans. Paul took the opportunity to taunt Tyson, mocking New York City, Tyson's hometown, and drawing boos from the New York crowd. He confidently vowed to shock the world when he and Tyson step into the ring. Tyson, however, kept his cool, answering questions from ESPN's Ryan Clark, who led the press conference. At one point, Tyson playfully nudged Paul, lightening the mood despite the tension. When asked why he would agree to fight someone 30 years younger, Tyson simply responded, "Because I can. Who else can do it but me?" Who else is he going to fight? Tyson continued, pointing out the rarity of a YouTuber facing the greatest fighter ever. The matchup has sparked heated debates, with many questioning the logic of having Tyson, whose reflexes are believed to be declining, face such a young opponent. Concerns over Tyson's age and health have only grown due to recent challenges like a troubling flight incident and a flare-up of an ulcer. Yet, 40-year-old Bradley Jr. believes Tyson can still win, suggesting that 2-minute rounds would allow Tyson to use his explosive power effectively. With a 50-6 record, Tyson could corner Paul, who has a 10-1 record, and deliver powerful body shots, overwhelming him with sheer force. Despite many predicting a Tyson victory, the potential for a knockout loss remains a concern, especially given Tyson's struggles with issues like sciatica, hip surgery, and maintaining fight endurance. UFC star Michael Chandler has also raised questions about Tyson's age, pointing out that while Jake Paul may be younger and more agile, Tyson, at nearly 60, faces significant challenges. Chandler noted that nobody wants to see Tyson get knocked out, but everyone would love to see him land a powerful punch on Paul. The question is, could Tyson meet a similar fate as other fighters who've fallen to Paul? Tyson's longtime trainer, Teddy Atlas, helped shape Tyson's early career, but despite their close bond, Atlas has yet to include Tyson among the greatest fighters he's worked with. In a surprising interview, Atlas named Wilfred Benitez as his most exceptional talent, even though he had worked with Tyson during his prime years. Atlas praised Benitez for his incredible skills, noting that anyone who could beat Roberto Duran had an impressive resume. Despite concerns over Tyson's age, his return to the ring is one of the most intriguing aspects of this fight, especially as the much-anticipated clash with Jake Paul draws closer. Tyson recently expressed confidence in his preparations, saying he's looking forward to proving himself against Paul. He declared, "I'm feeling great and looking forward to knocking out Jake Paul on November 15th at AT&T Stadium in Texas, which will be broadcast live on Netflix. At 27, Paul sees this fight as a dream come true, but has no plans to take it easy on Tyson." He called the fight a nightmare for the legendary champion, emphasizing that after defeating Mike Perry, he's ready for his biggest challenge yet. For Paul, facing Tyson is a major milestone, but for Tyson, it's a chance to prove he still has what it takes. After a 19-year break from the ring, when Tyson entered the press conference, the crowd erupted in cheers, while Paul, in a rare display of tension, snapped at the crowd to quiet down. Paul even made jabs at New York's political status, referencing his backing of former President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, Tyson soaked in the crowd's admiration, refusing to engage with Paul's provocations. In his usual straightforward style, Tyson delivered a clear warning: when the two meet in the ring, he plans to treat Paul like a son and teach him a lesson in discipline. Although the title of baddest man on the planet dates back to his final professional fight in 2005, Mike Tyson's legendary presence was still undeniable when he received a hero's welcome at Fanatics Fest in NYC. Coming from Brooklyn, just a stone's throw across the East River, Tyson's arrival sent shockwaves through the excited crowd, a clear reminder of his lasting influence and power. At 58, Tyson's magnetic presence still commands attention, and his arrival in New York sparked a frenzy of onlookers. However, when it came to promoting the fight, Tyson chose to let Jake Paul take center stage. Despite multiple chances to verbally go after his opponent, Tyson opted for vague and unconvincing responses. When the time came, though, Tyson issued a stark warning to Paul: the fight would be grueling and relentless. He made it clear that he planned to end the match decisively, urging Paul to be in peak condition, as his well-being would depend on it.
Well, I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when...
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. As soon as I catch this guy, he's going to be running around, but as soon as I catch this guy, it's going to be totally over.
As Mike Tyson and Jake Paul came face-to-face, the 58-year-old boxer initiated a rather lackluster pushing contest. Moments earlier, Paul, with an impressive 10 wins in 11 professional fights, boldly proclaimed that the skeptics and opponents he's faced have shaped him into a modern-day version of Muhammad Ali. He confidently stated, "I'm the anti-hero, people will love me soon enough." When you're at the top, people are always trying to pull you down. That's the way the game goes. He's vicious, he's a killer, I know all these things, but I will prove all the haters wrong. Meanwhile, British fighter Alois Jr. raised concerns about the fight potentially being called off due to health risks, given Paul's significant youth advantage. He worried that Tyson, at 58, could sustain a serious injury during the fight. Jr. told *toppled*, "I think it may get stopped, to be honest with you. He's just too old, your body declines too much at that age. His boxing legacy will suffer if he's halted like that by Jake Paul. I wouldn't want to see that at all, but who knows, he was one of my idols. If the fight happens, we don't know, but I just wouldn't like to see that." On the other hand, Tyson Fury, exuding unwavering confidence, firmly believes Tyson will defeat Jake Paul in their highly anticipated showdown. Inspired by the iconic Tyson, Fury expressed that age doesn't matter when Tyson throws a punch, as his knockout power remains as lethal as ever. In a recently resurfaced clip shared by *MMA Read*, Fury passionately backed Tyson, saying his loyalty was stronger because they share the same name. Fury also recognized Tyson's ongoing support for him, further solidifying his commitment to stand by him and hoping for a powerful knockout to seal the victory.
Be in shape, be in good shape, because your health depends.
The boxing community is split over the upcoming fight, with many expressing concerns about Mike Tyson's safety. Despite these worries, Jake Paul remains determined to take on the 58-year-old legend. After his win over Mike Perry, Paul confidently stated, "I'm tough as nails. I'm sorry it took so long. Respect to Mike Perry, he's the king of violence, the BKFC champion. I hit too hard, he took a lot of damage, and that's a W for me. I expected that, but I did put him down in the first round. He just survived. Mike Tyson, you're next, big boy. Sign the contract." Paul spoke with deep respect for Tyson, recognizing him as one of the greatest figures in boxing, alongside legends like Muhammad Ali. He expressed how privileged he felt to have the opportunity to face Tyson in the ring, all while making it clear he's set on claiming Tyson's title. In an interview with *Fight Hub TV*, former undisputed heavyweight champion Vladimir Klitschko weighed in on the highly anticipated match. Klitschko called the fight exceptional, highlighting the clear contrast between Tyson, a seasoned boxing legend, and Paul, a younger, driven YouTuber who's quickly making a name for himself in the ring. He saw the showdown as an inspiring moment, not just for Tyson, but for fighters of his own era, eagerly anticipating how the fight would unfold.
Listen, if Mike Tyson hits anybody, don't care if he's 90, he's going to knock him out cold, isn't he? It's I am Mike Tyson. Obviously, I have to back Mike Tyson. I'm named after the legend, and I'll back him. As he always backs me, I'm backing Mike for the knockout. Come on, Mike!
Whispers spread, with many suggesting that Tyson's age might hinder the continuation of his career. However, Klitschko directly addressed this concern, arguing that age is merely a mental block, a limitation we place on ourselves. He believed the real key to overcoming any challenge lies in mastering the mind. Klitschko encouraged people to view age not as an actual obstacle, but as a mental one, urging them to push forward with determination, no matter how many years they've accumulated.
Right, Mike Tyson at 58 years old. What do you think of this fight?
Well, that's also outstanding as this fight in Riyadh. Mike Tyson at his age is facing a YouTuber that is much younger and hungry and capable of boxing as well. So it's going to be a good example for people that are at Mike's age.
Yeah.
It's also actually a good example for me to keep on punching, so to speak. Hopefully, I look forward to that match as well.
Anthony Taylor, who previously faced Jake Paul in the ring, is now preparing for his own highly anticipated clash with the legendary Mike Tyson. However, with growing concerns about Tyson's health leading up to the fight, Taylor is urging the boxing icon to reconsider stepping into the ring. He's echoing the same decision made by KSI to prioritize his own safety, stating, "Mike Tyson is a lamb to the slaughter. He should follow KSI's lead and save himself from a concussion against Jake Paul. Tyson needs to pull out of this fight. I've worked with Jake behind the scenes, and trust me, you haven't seen what he's capable of. Tyson is walking into a slaughter. Despite these concerns, a new training video has surfaced showing Mike Tyson's intense preparation for his upcoming showdown with Jake Paul, demonstrating his commitment and readiness for the fight.
How do you think that fight goes? A lot has been made that, Mike Tyson might be too old for Jake Paul. Obviously, like you mentioned, Jake Paul's coming from a YouTube background. Do you think he's too old? Do you think Mike will still get the knockout?
You can only be too old in your mind.
Yeah.
If you control your mind, you control everything in your mind.
Well, that's great advice. And just final one for me, like you said, Mike Tyson still fighting might be a little bit of a lesson to you as well. Is there any potential of a comeback in with a lot of people coming back?
Well, there is no comeback in sport.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you about last dance.
At 58 years old, Mike Tyson still boasts remarkable speed. Incredibly, his hand speed surpasses that of today's top champions, including Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, and Terence Crawford. What's behind this impressive agility? Tyson's unique combination of lightning-fast reflexes and raw power has set a standard that even the best current heavyweight fighters aim to reach. His ability to maintain such speed well into his 50s continues to astonish the boxing world. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen.